What's up, everyone? You're tuned in to the channel Eps. I'm your host, EEPMON. This is episode 106. And today, I would like to talk about the process of art creation, allowing the work to grow in the direction that it seeks. So, what do I mean by that? Well, as some of you know, I have been creating for over 15 years, probably like almost 18 years now. And as such, I have been doing my due diligence in documenting and organizing a lot of my work that I've created over, as I mentioned, the past 17, 18 years. EEPMON, I would like to say, officially started in 2005. And through those years, I've got to see the evolution of my creative process, the evolution of my creative abilities, and it's interesting to witness the start of one particular piece. I want to talk about City Lights. That was really, explore everything. Like I want, as I mentioned in my previous episodes, how I started to do generative art, and naturally, the process took me to doing floral work, which people know of my Chaos Bloom series, right? And then another series that I started to develop was the City Lights. And that began in 2000, also 2005 too. It was called Bright Lights Big City. And I want to show you the evolution of how I take the work and through the many, many years, bring it to where it is today. So why don't I just go and share my screen and get started? So here we are. This, folks, you're looking at is the very first City Lights creation. It was called Bright Lights Big City, created in 2005. And really, it was an inspiration for me to, because as I mentioned, I go to Japan often, and I was very excited, and the city lights of Tokyo in Shinjuku, and I really want to capture that essence, that 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 aura of the light energy. So I went around Shinjuku and took a lot of photos of the panels of city lights over there. And then I had to vectorize them using the pen tool, meticulously going through each signage, and prepared it to generate an art piece. I had no idea what it would entail and what it would look like. Let me zoom in a bit. I had no idea how it would look like. I have no idea what the composition would be. The colors were essentially sampled by the photos that I took, which is sort of an average. I believe there's like 256 colors maximum in this particular piece, and randomly distributed across all the signages. And when this came out, I was like, OMG. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like I felt that I have started to capture the essence of the city lights. Now, as you can see, this was my very first piece, and it's not perfect. Like look at that. Look at the lines. Like the fills are not perfect, but it was a great proof of concept, and the creative community responded very positively to this style. So much so that in 2006, or is it 2000? Yeah, so much so in 2007, I continued to evolve the City Lights art pieces. Now I'm going to change to my browser here. 1 second, folks. Here we go. Oops, my bad. Let me just resize it. 1 second, folks. All right, here we are. So I said, you know what? I think I could do better. And I learned from how to improve it. So I created another series called, here we go, City Lights. This was City Lights, December 31st, 2007. I kid you not. Now, this is a JPEG, so the quality is not that great. But you can see that it has significantly improved. I went and figured out how to take better photos of the signages. I made sure that it's more frontal and it's more like lining up with the photo shoot. And it's hard to see, but there is really no the fields are all there. There are no empty spaces and stuff like that. And look at the color, like I added the glow, and that sort of kind of captures that essence of City Lights Shibuya. So I started to create this series, and I let the process of the City Lights to evolve. I'm not the way like I'm allowing it to manifest and evolve to another level. Here it is. Here, this is City Lights December 31st, 2007. But I released this later in 2008. But again, like, I'm just having fun here, right? This is my personal work, and I'm just like, why don't I do, instead of doing like vertical, I could do some rotations and do some sort of like very abstract feel, you know? It's funny, I have Starbucks coffee there. I mean, it was a personal work. So I was just like fooling around. But what was amazing is that I had more control of the fidelity of the color and the fact that this is all 100% vector art. I already foresaw the ability to size these things as big as you want without any degradation in quality whatsoever. This is all vector, right? And then I have this piece here. This is Shinjuku, as you see, an evolution. Now, a lot of people really responded well to this. So much so that I believe it was 2009, I received the Computer Arts Magazine International Graduate Showcase Award for and with excellent distinction. So I won an international competition for the graduate showcase, and this was on. I kid you not, it was on the Computer Arts Magazine. They're based in UK. I think they're not computer arts anymore. I think they rebranded themselves. But let me see if I can find it for you. Hold on. All right, I found it. So this is the Computer Arts Graduate Showcase of 2008. And if you go through here, basically I was the winner. Last year's winner speaks, Eric Chan, aka EEPMON. There was an interview. The scanning quality was so bad. I don't know why it's not high res. But anyway, to talk about, I have the original magazine, so I'm gonna have to look into that. Just talk about what I won, and here it is. Here's like, I know it's really like hard to see, but again, on the left is one of my Chaos Balloons series pieces, and on the right, this is the City Lights that I just showed you previously. Kind of like it was an array of different pieces that they asked me to provide, but it was really the City Lights that got the distinction award for it being very it being very unique. Again, like which is experimenting. This is my personal work, just exploring, and then because of this, I was then approached by different publications. We go here, right here we go. And if I go back to my timeline here, hold on a second. So as you can see, 2008, after I won, Digital Arts Magazine approached me. Like, we want to feature your work. See, there's my City Lights right there. Oh, I can't believe this is OG, man. So things start to pick up. People started to know more about who I am. And because simply I was sparked by the curiosity of like what would be to create a city lights piece inspired by Japan. It really sparked it, but then I over time evolved it. Here it is, Mac, another one, Mac User Magazine. This is 2010 later on, but again, an interview about my city. Like the city lights is consistent. That people really love that work. Uh, so I kind of felt like, wow, I could run with this. I could do something. I can continue. I should continue and evolve it more and more. So here's some of my old work. You can all check my press like content when you go to eepmon.com /press. I'll put the link to the show notes so you can check it out. And then I got a message from this awesome publication in China, and they said, "Hey, we love your work too. We would love to feature your work in our publication." This is 2008 here, as you see. Again, let's read this. I want to see what this says. I don't even remember. Question: where did you train? For some reason, I can still vaguely remember picking up my first pencil when I was about 2 years old. So I believe the artistic side came naturally from the day I was born. It was during my secondary education years at Canterbury School of Arts. That's Canterbury High School, Ottawa, represent. What that I learned most of my fundamental training in life drawing, photography, painting, etching, and pottery. Most post-secondary education years led me to study in computer science at Algonquin College, where the world of programming became known to me. Currently, I'm in my final year finishing up my studies at Carleton University, majoring in information technology, interactive multimedia, and design. For me, drawing excuse me. Sorry, I just lost it. For me, drawing was a way to escape from reality and into my own universe. Since then, I took it upon myself to continue pursuing my passion for the arts and technology. Wow, this is crazy. What is your biggest influence in terms of style? I've been told that although my work seems to vary greatly in themes and style, it is patterns that play a recurring role in my pieces. I couldn't agree more. Like it or not, we are exposed to patterns every day, everywhere. In fact, our life revolves around patterns. In the most general case, we see it on clothing. Looking at it abstractly, there are patterns in how we conduct our day-to-day lives. It can be organized, or it can be chaotic, or perhaps a bit of both. Fair. That's very fair. My old self. Yeah. So here it is. But yeah, that's crazy, huh? Oh my god, I should go back and check out all this stuff. I did actually a piece for Shopify actually, 2011. Look at this, long time ago, 2011. Um, so yeah, and then well, that was 2008, but 2007, I was approached by Tiger Translate. Now, if you saw my interview with Maria Tsang in one of our episodes, we talked about how she discovered my work through the Tiger Translate, or she calls it, I think it was this Hong Kong publication called Milk. But I think since Tiger Translate, the whole campaign was surrounding the whole celebrations for the Beijing Olympics, Milk and Tiger Translate, I bet you there was some sort of like promotional, like, we want to feature artists in there. So my work was featured. So let's before I jump into there, let's take a look at the artwork. What I created for the Tiger Translate. So I was hit up by oh, sorry. What am I doing? Hold on a second. Here we go. I was gonna show that to you later. So now the evolution of my city lights starting to gain traction. People start to notice it. And then I was approached by Tiger Translate and was like, "We love your work. We want to see what you can do under the theme of our Tiger Translate campaign." I think it's called the Golden Era or something, or it's called Tiger Translate Gold. So there were 3 books featuring artists from all over the world. And they're still, and these artists are continue to be like, active and pretty renowned as well. And they wanted me to be under the gold theme. So I said, well, we did a tiger robot referencing Transformers. And of course, at the background, this is my Bright Lights Big City done in a gold colorway. Isn't that cool? Let me just resize it here. Oops. So that's the piece here. Tiger Translate. It was a fun campaign. Now, again, continuing my city lights, like, if we're talking about Tiger Translate gold and a golden era of society and whatnot. Like, I created this crazy piece. This is like this is a city lights Tiger Translate um, golden city. So again, this is a very, very big piece, taking reference from, again, my previous work and just kind of creating an artwork. Now, you're looking at this, like, I look at it now, I'm like, oh, it's kind of a little cheesy, but like, that was like so long ago, like over 10 years ago. Give me a break, folks. And then, do I have anything more? Oh, I had other gold themed. I have a Chaos Bloom gold theme one, but now allow me to go back to the website because I want to show you the book. So we go back to here, and this is the Tiger Translate. This is the book. I was featured in this publication, 2007, and in fact, they did an exhibition, a real life exhibition in Beijing, China. I think it was seven. I might be saying it wrong. 798 district. Did I say it somewhere? But anyway, here's my work. Really big, and they went hard. Like, I don't even know what these golden. These are tiger golden art pieces or sculptures. I guess an artist made that, but I thought that was so cool. So unfortunately, I didn't go to China at that time, but my contact was able to go there, of course, and took photos for me to send over. There's one of my other pieces too. Like, look how, man, 2010, like 22, like 2007s, 2008s, like that was the year, man. That was like the golden age. There's my Chaos Bloom Gold. Like, like, this is like, do they still do this now? Do people do these things? Like, these campaigns are fantastic. Like, let's bring it back. Chaos Bloom, amazing. Gold. Featured in Tiger Translate 2007 Gold issue, Tiger Translate aims to celebrate global creativity through the exposure to different cultures and experiences, bringing creative artists from the East and West together. We showcase their artistic collaboration spanning the area of music, design, and art, fashion, dance, photography, and more. And there is my photo of myself, my information, and you can see all my pieces that I contributed to this book. I wonder if this page is still happening. Let me see. It's online. Let's go here. Oh, page not found. But that's hilarious. They still have. Wow. Does this still work? Wow. They're still operating? Are you in legal drinking age? Yes. Wow. It's still there. Berlin. Artist viewpoints. Choose an artist. And this is Singapore. Hong Kong. I don't know. Where's Canada? Or maybe they've updated since. So, but anyway, it's kind of cool that's still there. Merge, yeah, merge. I'm gold. So there's merge, rise, and gold were the three themes. I don't even know if I'm still. I don't know if they're in there. Like, is that everyone? There's Eric Chan. Woo! There I am. Each of my pieces here represents a specific quality of the theme. Translate your modern Asia. Yeah, that was the theme. Translate your modern Asia. Translate your modern Asia under the gold theme. So I felt that, and now I remember, I believe that we are embarking on a new golden age due to the convergence between the West and the East, which is true. City lights. Does that even work? Yo, it's hard. This is OG, man. Yo, he has held several exhibitions and appeared in such publications as Beautiful Decay magazine. On the technology front, he has won several Flash Awards, including the Macromedia 2005 Student Innovations People's Choice Award and FITC 2006 Best Canadian Student Portfolio. Oh my God. Have you guys heard of Macromedia? That was the company that created Flash before Adobe bought it, and then Adobe rebranded into Adobe Animate. Oh, we're going back memory lane, y'all. That's crazy. View images. Is there images? No, it's like the database is dead. But that's kind of cool that still exists. That's hard, man. That's hard. Anyway, I'm totally digressing. Um, Now, where was I? Continuing on. Now, again, Rick Rubin's book, the chapter in which he talks about the allowance to grow, the work to grow in the direction it seeks, is in chapter. It's called "Try Everything." That's page 157. And he's spot on. He says, evolve in accordance with its natural state and have its own life. Enjoy the journey and cycling through all permutations to reveal a work's true form. 15 years later, folks, City Lights continues to rediscover, reemerge, discovering its true form. So, what happened afterwards? Well, it's kind of cool. Anyway, we'll go back to that later. I should talk about this TEDx performance in my next episode or in the future. This is really cool. But anyway, I'll get to that later. That was a bit of a little alpha there. Now, City Lights continue to evolve. And then later on, it wasn't until I started doing other pieces, the experiment, but then I came back to the idea of City Lights, and I created a new series, if you can believe it. It was like from 2010 to 2019. Oh my goodness, it was like 9 years, almost. Like that was about 9 years that I started to do a new series of City Lights. So City Lights 2019, number 4. Okay, like you can see the evolution of my pieces, how it's grown and manifested. I love this piece. This is great. Number 4, this one is City Lights 2009. Again, using a more different color variants, clouds. They're keeping it very, very, there's an Asian aspect of it. Like it's this again, the bridging between the East and West. And you'll notice that the moon is starting to, whether it's a sun or a moon, is becoming more of a consistent motif in my creation process, especially pieces that that requires you to look at it holistically and also allow you to look at the finer details, right? Because I tell you, like, in my old episodes of Channel Eats, I talked about how I had a spiritual awakening when I was in Kobe, Japan, and I was greeted by the supermoon. It wasn't scripted. I had no idea when it was coming out. I was just on my own, by myself, going up. I should talk about this episode again later, but the short story is that I could be anywhere. I could have been anywhere. I could have given up on EEPMON. I could have just continued doing, the regular 9 to 5 world. And when I was at the foothills, looking out into the ocean, like the city view of Kobe, out of nowhere in that direction, the supermoon appeared. And that was my spiritual awakening. I was like, it was as if it was communicating with me, like, hey, don't ever give up. Keep on going. So now you'll notice that a lot of my pieces that are City Lights or even Chaos Building related involve having a sun or a moon. Here's another one. This is crazy. This is like, again, more of my spiritual path. City Lights number 6. Again, is some sort of like, what's the word? In a way, like spiritual deities, connecting oneself to the grand universe. Again, there's, I guess, mantras, right? There's like scriptures and just repetition, right? So my work, as alluded in my 2007 interview, or was it 2007 interview about like repetition and patterns in life. I guess what I'm really talking about as well, to add on to that, I'm also talking about the mantras, the scriptures, the connection with all things, the universe, the grandiose of what makes us and what makes, you know, anyway, I don't want to, I'm not digressing again, but you can see how there is that connection with my spiritual self, connection to repetition. You could just stare at this and listen to to uh, to chants and Buddhist chants or mantras or something, just to be connected to that. So yeah, this I didn't really release. I didn't really show this. It's on my website, but I never made that into an actual like NFT or some piece. But you know, I want to explore more of this notion, especially early. Was it last year or earlier? No, it was earlier this year. I went to Kumamoto, and I again visited a resort, Meihodo, and it is a spiritual like gathering, and it was quite. I connected so deeply with the people there and what they did. So yeah, these are some inspirations. Anywho, I'm digressing more. I'm getting back to the point. Now, on that note, ooh, sorry. Oh yeah. So as I evolved City Lights, okay, this exploring, trying everything, different permutations, different angles, different, and then the world of NFTs came into my world. The world of NFTs came to my world. I gotta stop saying that. Uh, so what I did is that I challenged myself. What if I created City Lights 100% code like this? Do it all 100% code. What would that look like? And I would make 1,208 different permutations or variants of the City Lights, different parameters, different color schemes, all that. And this was launched in 2021 during NFT NYC. This is here's one of the City Lights. It's even I look at it now, I just love it. It's just so beautiful. It's just so clean. Launched City Lights in New York City for during the NFT NYC, of course, to promote the event or to promote the drop. And folks, like I would never have foresaw this happening. Like we sold out. We sold out in less than 2 hours, and it all if you follow the whole trajectory and path of how I started City Lights was really a curiosity. Bright Lights, Big City, from the very beginning in 2005, manifesting it and evolving it and naturally progressing the direction to where it is now today. And of course, you got the sun and the moon in different based on daytime. There are three modes. There's daytime, city mode, city. There's day mode, city mode, and night mode. So the one on the left is night mode, and the one on the right is city mode. And the day mode is actually a or no, there's a one called light mode. Sorry, light mode. There are three of them. Light mode was the more rare one. They're just light. There's light one. So these are rare. I think only 40 out of the 1,208 batch were minted. And then and then people absolutely love it. And lucky, we did a lucky draw prize, and people who owned these NFTs did we get a canvas print. And yeah, look at you can see the full collection on OpenSea. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Of course, it's there. If it goes, here we go. City Lights by EEPMON. Oh, 0.019E. That's pretty good. But you see, like, only 4.4% are listed for sale. So a lot of them are holding, folks. Who knows why? I don't know. But this is beautiful. Like, these are so nice. Now, on that note, continuing on with the City Lights, what I wanted to show you is of course you saw these ones, right? Let's minimize this. Sorry, 1 second. Here are close-ups for more detail. You can see sort of like, and these are all SVG, folks, a vector, 100% vector. Like, I developed the program, and this is all 100% code generated, not one bit. Like, this is not using any graphical software. This is all done in code. And I know how to improve it too. I know how to make it better. But it was fun, and I really and I felt that I was in my element. I was in my element coding and creating the art, and I'm coding and thinking about how it looks like visually and vice versa. It was really that balance between those two, what people would consider like opposite ends of the spectrum, art and code coming together. That was just in my element working on these things. So generative art, folks, this genre is called generative art, and I enjoy it. And I'm currently doing more generative art pieces for my personal and professional uses. I'm gonna give you some alpha currently. Right now, I am doing a piece that's inspired by the city lights for a condo lobby right now. So let me show you what it looks like. If I can find it. 1 second, folks. Sorry. Here we go. So, I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek, and I can tell you right now, like, I don't know whether they'll approve this or not. I mean, we've been through several rounds, but I don't think there's anything secret about this. If you don't accept it, you don't accept it. That's what it is at the end of the day. But again, here it is. We have the pieces here. Again, taking that same concept of bright lights, of the city lights NFTs, but in a color scheme of the art house condos. We want like a darker brass, a luxury feel, a little bit of hint of color here and there. But we're also with the ability to maybe even fine tune it and go into the actual panels and actually put specific messaging in there, for fun, have fun with it. So it would look something like this. So that's it. This is just a mock-up. Again, this is not final, not at all, but it at least captures the essence of what we want this hallway to look like. That matches the decor, the environment, and exudes this luxury feel of the space. We shall see. I have a meeting with them soon, and but this is an ever evolving thing, and we'll see where that goes. Anywho, I thought that I really want to share this with you all because this is really truly the evolution of one of my artwork series, City Lights, and it really speaks to what Rick Rubin in this book was talking about. We have to try everything. You start with an idea and it comes out, and if it's what you have in your mind and doesn't relate in the physical world, try different things, try a different format. Don't give up at the very first try and it doesn't turn out the way you want it. You have to keep on evolving it more, building it more, and it's okay if it looks like gobbledygook, then fine. But then that nothing in life ever is perfect, right? And don't expect that the first thing you create is going to be like the thing, like this is it, like that's amazing, No, like in life, art, we grow with the art, we evolve with the art, we mature with the art, and you'd be surprised where it can take you. And I just did. I just showed you a trajectory of my City Lights path of finding its own way of communicating to the world. It's evolving. It's its own. I'm allowing it to really speak out, to actually cry out, and it doesn't end. I will continue. So anyway, I hope that made sense. And anyway, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're inspired. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Any questions you have, just message me in the comments. But I hope you have a great evening, a great afternoon, a great morning, wherever you are in the world. This is the channel Eves. This is a long one, 35 minutes in. Episode 106 about my city lights evolution. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.